Hello and welcome back to another Premier Draft Beer Services training video, where we bring out the best in beer. Today's video will be about disassembling common beer faucets and how to fix faucet leaks. Let's get started. Today we'll be disassembling and fixing three types of common beer faucets: standard stainless, plastic creamer, and the Perlick Pearl forward sealing. Let's begin with the standard stainless steel. You can start by loosening the bonnet that is threaded to the faucet body and pull out the lever. Now pull out the plunger. This is how you should disassemble for cleaning every 2 weeks. Continue to disassemble like you see here, removing the collar and both of the friction washers from the lever. Also remove the faucet washer with a small flathead screwdriver or a knife. Now let's go over each part. We have the faucet body, faucet washer, plunger assembly, lever, collar, bonnet, friction washer, and the plastic friction ring. There are 3 areas that you can find leaks on this type of faucet, and here's how to fix them. The most common leak is from behind the faucet body, where the faucet meets the shank on the draft tower. The faucet washer may be cut or warped over time. Simply remove with a flathead screwdriver and replace with a new one. The second location would be from the spout of the faucet body. The plunger washer may become depressed or warped over time as well. Using a wide flathead screwdriver, remove the plunger nut to access the plunger washer. Remove and inspect the plunger washer. Now replace with a new one. Lastly, and more uncommon, will be from the top of the faucet body. Either the friction ring, friction washer may crack or tear over time. Inspect both and replace as needed. Now let's go ahead and reassemble the faucet in the opposite order you took it apart. Place on the friction ring, followed by the friction washer. Next, the bonnet. Screw on the collar halfway down the lever. Slide the plunger back into the body and insert the tip of the lever into the plunger and hand tighten the collar. And there you have it. Here is an exploded display for reference. Next will be the plastic creamer style faucet. The plastic creamer has a foaming action when pushing the lever backwards. Start by turning the bonnet counterclockwise and pull out the lever. You can use the lever to push the plunger out. The rest will disassemble just like the previous stainless steel faucet. The main difference being the function of the plunger's creamer action. Now let's go over each part. We have the faucet body, faucet washer, plunger, lever, collar, bonnet, friction washer, and the plastic friction ring. Also, like the stainless faucet, there are 3 areas that can leak, most commonly the faucet washer. Remove and replace as needed. Second leak location is the spout area. Inspect the plunger washer for any depressions. The entire plunger assembly will be needed to be replaced with a new plunger. Lastly, and least common, will be from the top of the faucet body. Either the friction ring or friction washer may crack or tear. Inspect both and replace as needed. Now let's reassemble everything as before. One note to make: cracks may develop in the body of the faucet due to using too hot of water during your cleaning procedure, over-wrenching trying to remove a stuck faucet to a shank, or over-tightening when reattaching to the shank. Be careful when handling plastic faucets. Inform your account of the better performance, greater sanitary function, and longer-lasting benefits of using stainless steel. Here is an exploded view of the plastic faucet parts. Next will be the forward sealing Perlick Pearl style faucet. This faucet will be slightly different as they have no vent holes like the previous faucets, making them fully sealed. Technically more sanitary, the spout is still exposed to air. Some untrained bartenders may submerge the faucet spout into beer while improperly pouring, so fully disassembling is needed every 2 weeks to prevent growth of unwanted bacteria and off flavors. Start by removing the collar, followed by the bonnet. Now, while rocking back and forth, pull the lever out past the internal O-ring. Remove the first O-ring and the bearing cup. Notice the pivoting action and the function of the bearing cup on the lever. Understanding this will help you with reassembly later. Here are the parts. We have the faucet body, lever, collar, bonnet, O-ring, and bearing cup. The faucet washer and second O-ring and the O-ring lever seat will also be removed. Using a small flathead screwdriver, pull the O-ring lever seat out. Your first time, this may take a few times, or some effort. Remove the faucet washer as well. Two common leaking points are from the rear faucet body and the spout. Like the previous faucets, a cut or deformed faucet washer will result in leaks from the body to the shank. Replace with a new one. A leak from the spout will be from a deformed or worn out O-ring lever seat. Installing a new one will be tricky your first time, but practice and follow this video and it will become very easy to seat properly in the future. The second internal gasket to remove will be the second O-ring. If this is worn or deformed, a leak will occur from the top of the faucet body. Using your small screwdriver, remove, inspect, and replace as needed. This O-ring is the exact same size and diameter as the O-ring that goes on top of the bearing cup. Just like the lever ring, seating may be tough your first attempt. Practice and reference this video and it will become very easy in the future. Now let's reassemble the faucet. Place the bearing cup onto the lever. It acts as a guide for the lever to smoothly move forward and back. Make sure to line up the bearing cup to the faucet body's guides like seen here. Ensure smooth lever function. Once seated, attach the bonnet. Then lastly, thread on the collar. Here is an exploded display. There you have it. Having this knowledge will give you the skills to quickly address leaks and fix them with confidence. Thanks for watching this educational resource. For additional information, contact your territory supervisor.